On Spiritual Tips Part 3, we discuss mediumship, ethics and astral laws expanded. We talk about how to target your channeling to your specific audience as a medium, and what type of spiritual medium should you follow to live a successful life. We also touch on what anger really does to you and the people around you. We also discuss how to maintain emotional control over your life and be successful. We look at ways to find and keep inner peace in your life. We discuss how to avoid dark energy entanglements, and also discuss the behavior of a good spiritual practitioner, and most importantly we on privacy and spiritual mediumship and how to navigate the negative effects of the law of karma in your life. Also avoid legal pitfalls. I always seriously question when individuals who make important life choices after listening to people who are so-called mediums on the internet, and they proffer fake information or false information. A lot of this information they will preface it with, will take what resonates. These are poorly targeted messages that could apply to, say, 1 billion people across the planet. These types of messages designed to disseminate to the general collective, garnered to attract shares and likes and subscribers. And when you listen to these charlatans, the more that you listen to them, the more that you give your life energy away, the more they're draining your life energy. I question, why would you give your power away and outsource your autonomy and your life decisions to a third party that you don't know? And many of the time these third parties on the internet who claim to be mediums, not all of them, there are some good ones, but you have to discern who are good and bad, but some, their lives are a train wreck. So why would you take life advice or spiritual advice from someone who's not spiritually trained, or whose life is a train wreck? The same applies to people who are spewing verbal diarrhea all over the internet about their personal problems in their life. I can 100% guarantee you they are not a higher vibrational, light side spiritual practitioner. Regardless of whatever they say, they are fake. People who meditate daily and do their energy healing and their shadow work and inner child healing, they do not lose emotional control of their mouth and spray their personal problems all over the internet, and then cause their listeners PTSD and headaches and migraines and anxiety from their rants. That's not a real spiritual practitioner. That is someone who is operating as a charlatan. What I was always taught by my spiritual masters, if you have a pressing personal problem, you can discuss it privately with a trusted friend or a therapist once or twice, get it off your chest, forgive the person that hurt you, let go of the issue, or if it's a serious criminal matter, take the problems to the police or the lawyers and the justice system, and then that will stop the people that hurt you from hurting other innocent people. To repeat and rehash and rehash and rehash and rehash your personal problems constantly, that's a major red flag, and that person is not a high vibrational spiritual practitioner. That person is someone that has a lot of healing work they need to work on themselves, and they need help. They should take time out and heal themselves rather than passing on that information to their listeners or their subscribers. Additionally, when you like and subscribe or donate money to a channel who engages in unethical conduct such as energy harvesting or black magic, then you become entangled and share that negative karma from that fake practitioner who's energy harvesting you. So you have free will in your life to make good choices, so I would suggest you choose wisely who you listen to on the internet. Most people are aware today that whatever you focus on in your life will expand. Only a fool will consistently focus on their personal problems, which in time will magnify to epic proportions. Think before you speak publicly about your private matters. If you have personal issues to deal with, I would strongly encourage you to seek professional therapist or legal help, rather than disseminating that to your subscribers on a day in, day out, week in, week out basis. Additionally, when you like, subscribe or donate money to a channel who engages in such unethical conduct, such as energy harvesting or black magic or false mediums, then you become entangled in their negative karma and share their negative karma. So you have free will to make the choices in your life, so I would suggest choose wisely who you listen to. And to clarify from my experience as a spiritual teacher with over 23 years of experience, a real spiritual practitioner never discusses their private family or sexual matters online or in public. To do so is to invite disaster into your life. It's actually highly immoral and unethical to discuss family members or children's private medical matter online as well. That's another red flag to look out for with fake spiritual mediums. Additionally, it's stupidity of epic proportions to disclose your home or your work address, your date of birth, the names of the institutions you bank with, the school that your children attend, or your current or former work details online to your subscribers. There are scammers all over the world and unbalanced individuals who jump at the opportunity to steal people's identities and banking data. This is a big no-no. If you are a real medium and you do have real mediumship gifts, the spiritual hierarchy will not give you difficult cases to solve to disseminate to the public if you have provided your personal home address or the address of the school of your children or your workplace, because that puts you and your children at risk of retribution from the criminals who you're exposing. So do yourself a favor, remove all your personal information from your channels and your social media pages and protect yours and your family's safety. There are also many unhinged individuals lurking in the spiritual chat rooms who throw black magic spells at readers and spiritualists for nefarious purposes. Why on earth would you listen to a fake medium who engages in these types of stupid practices and who leaks people's private information onto the internet or onto their channels? It's really not a wise thing to do. So please understand, I'm not referring to people who make off-the-cuff comments that, for example, they took their children to one of their friends' birthday parties on the weekend, they had a lovely time and ate cake and gave them a Transformers toy. No, that's not breaching privacy, that's just an off-the-cuff discussion that normal people would have. I'm talking about disclosing what school your children attend, what is your home address, disparaging comments about your former or current workplace or your former workmates. These types of comments place you in an unfavourable light and place you and your family in harm's way, and it puts a big question mark over you as a medium. You're not a person who can be trusted with private information or confidential information. If a person is doing this on a consistent basis, then there's any wonder why they have no friends, are estranged from their families, or they keep getting sacked from job after job after job without compensation. As any real psychic medium will confirm to you, that when you channel information from the light side, the celestial beings, you always ask your guides what information you can and cannot reveal, and at what point in time can you reveal this information publicly for safety reasons, because you don't want to put anyone's life at harm or in risk. So when this ethical bridge is crossed, there are severe karmic repercussions for mediums who reveal hidden secrets without the prior written consent of the person the information belongs to. I think we can all think of at least one or two people on the internet that fall into this category. Also, issues related to potential contempt of court and perverting the course of justice when revealing information which may or may not be accurate that is disclosed in public forums by psychic mediums. This is why you should always check with your team in spirit, your ancestors, is it safe for me to reveal this now? And you do not publicly reveal that ever or disclose names ever unless your guides say yes and you trust that you're talking to your guides. So thank you for liking and subscribing to the Goodwill project, and thank you for sharing my channel with your fellow spiritual practitioners who you know will benefit from this information. Namaste.